All right, Paul Hefty here with the Triangle O football system. I want to talk about phase 3 install where we go into our outside gap RPO. This is a pin and pull sweep, and then we'll do what we call our backdoor sweep and then finish up with some waggles. Let's take a look. All right, once again, we like to do our 3x3 install where we'll do our sweep RPO here with the Mickey, and we can do the peak also with the backdoor in the first phase. Second phase, then we'll look at our waggle passes, which is great here where the line's using the same blocking. We'll use a smash concept there. And then in phase 3, we would combine that where we're going to run both against game situations. You can see with the diagram, we can attack across the front with the run and with the pass in multiple ways. All right, here's the fundamentals and the footwork for our outside gap RPO. Pin and pull sweep going to the right. Again, the running back, first 3 steps, right down towards the sideline. The third step at the quarterback. With outside run now, he's going to keep his toes pointed down the sideline till his 7th step where he'll turn at 45-degree angle, have that toe pointed towards the line of scrimmage, being able to go inside or outside of that H's lead block. Quarterback is going to take a shuffle step for a read phase alongside laterally with the back, reading the mic fill, and then after he gives or keeps, he's going to pivot like his rocker and get into his throwing set and be able to make that Mickey throw on the route RPO concept. So here it is. Again, when we call sweep, we're always going to run that. That means we're running it at the H. So again, we're going to the left here. This is Longhorns. The read key is the mic, hence the name for the Mickey. If he fills fast to the A, B, or C gap, he must come play side. Then we're going to go ahead and pull it. If he skates or he fills anywhere to the backside, it's a give still all the way. Again, real simple. Back's going to take those 7 steps, read that H-back's block going inside and out. We've got the uncovered lineman pulling to the far backers, and then the A runs the hot over, trying to find open grass if that mic fills, and the Z running his glance route. Quarterback would look inside out. He does not have to force this to the A. Again, there's a lot of great space against one high with the glance route all day. All right, here is an example of us running it. With our 9th graders, we're in a 3x1 to the right, and you're going to see the back take the steps here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Downhill, north and south. Nice sound, simple play. So here's our pin and pull sweep blocking. What we're going to do is we're using old wing tee buck sweep techniques and concepts out of a spread look. Basically, the uncovered linemen are going to be the pullers looking for the far backers, and then we're going to pin so we get angles here with the covered or the if we're going down to that inside gap. So if you look at the 4-3 base on the left here, this is our Longhorns to the left. The H is going pinning down on that defensive end. The tackle then would go down to that inside gap and pin, and the guard, left guard's going to be the puller looking wide to the Sam, far backer to his outside. Center would go ahead and pin block back with the backside guard now pulling up through, looking for the mic run through. And then the backside tackle is going to take his slide step, but then lock up on that defensive end if we're going to throw the ball. To the right, now we're doing it against a 34 odd. We're going to go ahead, it's real simple. You can have this H go up on that Sam and block him. This is just a man call all the way. We would just go big, big, big. That'll tell the tackle he's big. And then you can see the guards are uncovered. They become the pullers. Calls here for this. The pullers say me, me, me. And the pinners say you, you, you. And we can confirm with big calls with the pinners. All right, next is our backdoor sweep. Again, when we do backdoor concepts, we're going away from our H-back, and our running back does our jab counter step technique. You can see a couple things. We'll use the bill call again to cue The Z and the A, the slot receiver away from the H now, are going to block number 1 and then the Sam backer. Second thing, the play side tackle, the left tackle in this case, when he hears Bill, knows that he has no H-back help, so he is big on big solo on that defensive end. Again, he wants to try to reach him. If he can't and that end starts to get upfield, then he just washes him down the line of scrimmage and the back will cut inside of him. The H-back now is free to release, so he'll run his peak concept, which is a bender read. Last, the quarterback, again with all bills, is going to read now the will backer. So we'll use a rocker technique with the jab step by the back. If the will fills, then he's going to look to drill the H on the bender to the X with the glance. If the will sits, then the back is going to get, and the rocker, he'll just go ahead and turn with the back as he pivots and place the ball. When we go out of 3x1, nothing changes. We stay with our rows, again with our back door. We're going away from the H. We like to use this when they kick linebackers strong to our 3 receiver side. So now we've got numbers weak. Again, the X knows he's going to block because he's away from the H. The tackle is big on big solo. Again, if he gets upfield, he can wash him to the sideline. H is a free releaser, running the bender read. Z is the glance, but now we add a third receiver with the A running his hot over route with his normal Mickey concept, replacing the Mike. Again, all bill calls, the quarterback is going to read the will backer. So we look inside out, high-low here with our reads. Great from 2x2 or 3x1. Last, we like to go ahead and install our Waggle Pass Pro at the same time with this because the O-line is using the same blocking concepts. So again, we'll use our classic wing T waggle technique. Uncovered lineman's going to be the puller to the far backer. We'll still use our you, me calls. You meaning I'm pinning, me means I'm pulling. Big difference here though is the H-back is always going to end up releasing. So we have to treat this as if he is detached from the formation. So that means the tackles are always going to be big on big solo with all our waggle calls. That's the only teaching piece you need to do. So again, we're going to call this in the direction for the line, so you can look at the diagram to the left. West is the prefix to Q waggle, and we just go ahead Western Longhorns, so the linemen still would be going left with their blocking. The back and the running back know they're going to fake away for all waggles. On the right then, we would have Western Razorbacks, because it's the way that linemen are going, and the back and the quarterback would fake that away. All right, really like our waggles here because we're going to use a smash concept for the routes. So the read's going to be the same for the quarterback. He's always reading the corner high-low, but we're going to do this as a dash concept. So we're going to go ahead and still run our Mickey on the backside where the quarterback can do his shuffle just like sweep. And again, those backers blitz, the Mike and the Will, we can hit the A on the hot over to the Z to the glance. If they slide at all and don't blitz, then after his fake, he's going to pivot and use his sprint out technique. And then he would read the corner high-low with our X running the glance to the corner and the H slam blocking for a 3 count to the arrow. Again, we would call this play in the diagram Western Razorbacks. West tells the O-line it's waggle, so stay on the line of scrimmage. It also tells the play side tackle to the right tackle, he is big, the H is going to leave, so we have no help with the pin. He's got to go big on the defensive end. And again, Razorbacks tells them they're going to the right. We call this a single Western because we're doing one hand and we're running it to the single wide receiver side. So when the receivers see one hand behind the back of the head, the X and the H know they're in the smash route, and the A and the Z know they're backside and running the Mickey concept. When we want to go to the 2 wide receiver side, we just put both hands behind the head. That's the double West. Again, this would be Western Razorbacks. The verbal is the same. Again, receivers see the signal for their routes. Now the Z is going to run a whip route, and the A is going to run a bender to the corner route. The H and the X have the Mickey concept with the H running the hot over and the X with the glance. Again, the call here is Western Razorbacks. So the back is going to fake away. Quarterback is going to shuffle, reading the Mike and the Will backer for blitz. If he got blitz, he'll hit the Mickey, H or the X. If not, then he'll pivot, do a sprint out technique, reading the cat, high-low again, just different receivers to the two receiver side or a double west.